Hey, this is James Pelton, and me and my members got together and we put together my top 10 projects. Okay, so these would be the 10 projects that if my grandma came to me and she said, hey, what crypto projects should I get into? She probably wouldn't do that. But if she did, these are the 10 that I would point her towards. So first off, I want to start with what didn't make the top 10. But again, you can't totally blame me for this. It was my members said, blame us for this so that you don't take the heat, okay? But I'll take co-heat together with them because I pretty much agree with what we came up with together. But a couple projects that traditionally have been near my top 10 that didn't make the cut this time. First is EMP, and I really high. AJ is one of my best crypto friends. They've just been below peg. Hard to tell exactly. Some of these seniorage protocols haven't been doing the greatest here in the bear market, so just a little bit hard to see the future. Also note too that there's not a ton of difference between my top 10 in total score and some of these projects. Like, it would just take me changing a couple numbers and they would immediately jump up to the top. So EMP normally near there, didn't quite make the cut this time. Presend, don't know a lot about them. I have an AMA with them today, so we'll learn more about them then. Constellation, and it gets a little difficult to put all of these on the same spreadsheet because, again, Constellation is not a passive income project. It's a long-term project, but they didn't quite make the cut. And I know this will be unpopular, but Drip did not make the top 10 this time, confirmed by my members. And one of the main reasons for this, Drip is my #1 holding. It makes me the most money month after month, but a lot of that is because I have 7,000 referrals. Okay, so for, again, normal people, you're not going to be able to have that much success in Drip. And then the last one I want to touch on, Novatech, fell out of the top 10. They've just been having some regulatory issues and just, again, haven't been able to have the team on for an AMA, so just some concerns there. It would not totally surprise me if I woke up one morning and the Novatech site wasn't there. We've seen it before. So again, that didn't make the cut. So those are the maybe honorable mentions, we'll call them, but they didn't quite make the top 10. But now let's get into the top 10. Can we put a drum roll in right here? But number 10 is MDB. So MDB made number 10, and this would probably be higher because I've made a lot of money. Just this chart has looked just great. Been just going up and up. We keep hitting new all-time highs all the time. There's not a lot of passive income. So it's, again, it's more of a hold coin rather than make passive income, but there is some passive income in there now. So I have a chunk of MDB. I have a chunk of Infinity. My Infinity that I just got last week has already over 2x'd, and there is this 136% APR. So MDB could work its way up. Danny, again, is one of the people that he tells me he's going to do something in the space and it actually gets done. And so really a lot of trust in the team and like that project a lot. So that's number 10. Number 9 is StableFund. Okay, I did a video on them earlier this week, but they're providing 1.5% daily. Again, they would be ranked higher if I was confident that there was a trading bot that could actually make 1.5% daily. Okay, I've never seen a trading bot that does that, so I am a little skeptical. One of the reasons this is ranked so high is that your initial is not burned. So you can get your initial back out after 28 days. So unlike a lot of the passive income projects where your initial's locked for 6 months or it's locked, or it's burned, like in Horde and Drip, you never get your initial back. StableFund locks your initial for 28 days. So even though it's fairly risky, the fact that you can get your initial out in 28 days and then just play with house money makes it a lot safer in my book and in my members book. And again, thank you to my members who helped me put this together. I'll leave a link down below if you'd like to join my members. It's $5 a month right now for these initial members as they join, but I'm going to be doing a members only video maybe once a week or so. StableFund coming in at number 9. Number 8, we have Biometric Financial. And again, I'm an advisor on their team. I'm helping them out with marketing, but they have a lot of cool stuff going on. One thing I really like about them, first off, the team, but they have very clear revenue streams. So this SayTech technology, they're having partnerships with all over Africa, millions of people in Africa, big companies, some that can't even talk about yet, but they'll be coming out more as time goes on. Not to mention this video should be out earlier this week too, but they're releasing a blockchain phone. Okay, so again, this is not a passive income project. I rated their passive income just 1.25. You can stake and get a little bit, but this is a long-term play with clear revenue streams, a good team. So they are ranked number 8. Number 7 is Project 79. Okay, and this would be ranked higher if there was more history. But again, they're just 1 month old. Love the team. It's the same team as Hydra Whales. They're buying gold bullion from mines and selling them directly to refineries in Dubai. I'm heading out to Dubai in October to kind of audit them and see exactly what they're doing. If they had history to back up what they're doing, this would by far be my top project, I think. But trust the team, clear revenue streams, and 4 to 7% is what they're estimating. We'll wait and see how month 1 goes here, but they are number 7, Project 79. Number 6, we have Horde. Okay, so Horde did make my top 10. So obviously Horde has that super solid chart. Again, they're the originators of this liquidity manager service that keeps the chart steady. They've been going for 5 months now or so and just steady. One thing that it does concern me about Horde is their revenue does not quite match up with the sell pressure that they have. If we get back to a bull market, they're going to be fine. There'll be enough buy pressure to match it. They are working on these revenue streams. They have some trading bots going. They have a play to earn game they're working on. They have their liquidity manager as a service. So they do have revenue. So I like to see that, but I would like to see revenue match up with the sell pressure that's going on. So that's why it was ranked down here at number 6 and not higher. Number 5 is Freeway. And I haven't talked a lot about Freeway here over the last few months, mostly because I think Freeway gets overlooked because 43% APY is too low for the crypto space. It's such a weird space that we consider 43% to just be too low. But I do consider them a safer option. I think they'll last long term. They do give decent amount of passive income. I think it's safer. I think you could argue that their revenue streams are not as clear. You could put this down to a 6, but they'd still be up here at number 5. I do like the team. Yeah, I'm working with the team to get more involved in helping them market out to new people. They're coming out with a new product that is basically a lower APY, but regulated. So maybe even like FDIC insured and things like that. So do like Freeway and don't want to forget about them. They are my number 5 project right now. Number 4, we have LTX. So this is the Lattice Exchange on the Constellation Network. This is their DEX. So as I think the Constellation Network is going to grow, I think LTX, the Lattice Exchange, is going to be a big place where you can profit from the growth. So like when the BSC network grew, PancakeSwap blew up. PancakeSwap took off almost more than BNB did. That the DEXs, the native DEXs on each chain kind of get a good chunk of the growth of that project. I have an AMA coming with Lattice Exchange next week, but you'll hear more about them. But currently they are my number 4 project. Number 3 are my trading bots with SMS and Shiny Jackal. So I have these set up on 3 commas. They've been doing great. I think they do a very good job. I've lost a lot of money in other trading bots, and I feel like these two, the way they set up their bots is they hedge them very well. So they put longs and shorts together. It's a little complicated how you get set up with them. I'll leave a link below. The website is tradingbots.me, and you want to make sure that you mention that you heard about it from me because they give a big discount for me. You can see Green Pill also uses their bots, and I just really like their bots. They've been working really well. And I like bots. I think they should work long term. They make good passive income. It's hard to lose a lot of your money. Clear revenue streams. I trust these. Not a lot of history, but those were the ratings that I gave for these trading bots. Number 2 project, and let's get another drum roll here because these are my top 2 projects again right now. And again, this changes constantly. So again, feel free to leave in the comments down below. Hey, you're an idiot. This should be higher. You're stupid. This should be higher. You're smart. This should be here. Feel free to comment whatever you want. But my number 2 project, Yieldnodes. So Yieldnodes did not quite make number 1. It's number 2 this time. Again, long term, not sure. They're working on a lot of new use cases. So as these use cases get put into place, I think we'll see this score probably go up. I do love they've been getting 6 to 10% for 3 years now. They're about to have their 3-year anniversary. But yeah, Yieldnodes. I really like Yieldnodes. Your funds are fairly safe. They have a ton of liquidity. Remember when I did my audit in July, they actually had enough money to cover everyone who was invested plus 30% extra. So you like to see that much liquidity there. So I think your capital is fairly safe. I trust the team a lot. Steve is a good friend. Talked with him through a lot of things. They have really good history. The one thing I would like to see is more use cases, which they're working on building. So that's something that I would like to see more from Yieldnodes. But Yieldnodes is number 2, which means there was one ahead of it. So one final drum roll here as we get to our number 1 project, and this might surprise you, but number 1 project right now, September, is Goldbridge. Okay, so Goldbridge, and I know that Jonathan's going to love this. He's going to probably put it on his video saying Goldbridge, James Pelton's number 1 project, but this is Jonathan and Crypto Mike. Really like them. I've spent a lot of time talking with them. They're good guys, but this is Goldbridge, and they have a master gold trader who is trading gold in the open market, and we've gotten super good returns. So 8% a month, and people say, oh, it's a scam. There's no way that you can get positive every day in trading. And we're not saying that in the future we will always have green days and never have a red day. But if you look at the history of the project, they've been green every single day. And there's been days where they've been under and it looks like, ooh, maybe this will be our first red day. But then it just has always worked out. I mean, we've had some crazy days on the 19th, 3.9% and things like that. So this is my number 1 project right now. I think it'll last long term. It's getting 8% a month. I think your money's fairly safe there. You can put money in and out whenever you want. It's not locked in there for any amount of time. I think the revenue streams are pretty clear. It's just trading gold on the open market. Trust in the team. Again, these 2 guys, I have a lot of trust in them. I would rank that higher if I knew the gold trader that they were using or could talk with him. So maybe that's something in the future. And they have a lot of history. I think they mentioned they'd have 15 months or so of history in having these types of returns. Okay, one knock that I would give on Goldbridge is it's a little bit hard to get in right now. It looks like they might be closed for the rest of 2022. So we might have to, if you want in, come talk to me and maybe I don't know how wiggly they are on this being sold out. We'll have to see if we can maybe open up some more spots for, but right now that is my number 1 project. So again, some controversial things here. I understand that. I know the drip community will probably be mad. I know Constellation, this is probably low for them. But one thing I'll mention is that there's not a huge spread from my number 1 down to like my number 25. It would be very easy. I come in here every day and I'm changing numbers. So it would be very easy for projects to move here or there. And again, my community helps put these numbers together. And if you want to join that, you just click join down below the video. It's $5 a month to join my YouTube community. And we are going to be doing this once a month, ranking our top projects for the time. But otherwise, feel free to comment. I don't care if you say, hey, you're dumb, this should be higher, you're dumb, this should be lower. I would love that. I'd love to see and read your feedback on this. So I hope this video was helpful for you. Again, these are my top 10 projects right now. If my grandma came to me and said, what should I get into? These are the ones I would be comfortable telling her to get into. So I hope this is helpful for you. Again, appreciate all you guys. Really enjoy what I do. These are a blast to make. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thanks.